Okay, this video is to show a potential error in the values of the trends. So when we calculated the rainfall, so I mean temperature, these values are multiplied by 100, as we can see on the bottom. So the values of the temperature are correct because they show multiplied by 100. But when we get to the trend, this is the trend for EGOD. So when we see these values right here within this polygon are all 57 on average. When I extracted the values for that polygon, then this is the summary of this polygon. This is the that one is this one is that polygon that we just saw in Somalia. And what I'm showing here is when we calculate when we plot just the original degrees. So these are this is the plot for the original degrees. The slope is 0.062, but when we look at the slope, when we multiply by 100, which is the numbers that we are managing now, so the slope is 6.1. When we multiply by 1,000, the slope is 61.99, and when we multiply by 10,000, then the slope is 619. So this right here is the summary of the slopes. So this is the slope of the original, if we were just dealing with degrees values, and this is per decade. So that would be the slope per decade. When we multiply by 100, then this would be the slope of the line for the when we're dealing with values of multiplied by 100, and this will be the slope of the per decade. So this is the slope that we would be, this is the value that we would be showing up in the legend, right? So but we are showing values like this. Instead of 61.99, we're showing values of 6,190. So in order to get to the decadal value, right, the trend per decade, then we will have to divide just by 100 to get this value right here, which is the actual trend, or the slope. So somehow in the calculation of the trend, the values are being multiplied again. They were already multiplied by 100, and now they are multiplied again, so that we are getting the slopes as if we are using values of 10,000, as if we had multiplied the original value by 10,000. So I think there is a potential an error right there when we're calculating the trend.